right away.
Pull it up.
You what?
I think I need to pull it up. So you got set for 220.
Minutes early. We'll let this run for about 3 minutes, then we're gonna get to it. Drinking my sparkling waters.
What kind of water you use?
Sparkling water is called bubbly. I drink these like crazy, bro. So I don't have to drink soda.
I just tried the Waterloos.
Yeah, them good too. LaCroix, Waterloos, bubbly. This shit started. I think we're gonna go probably like an hour, maybe less. Basically, we just want to talk about like what's been going on this week. Then kind of want to get into what we were talking about before when we were talking about like the wrestlers. You know, you just hate it. Like you didn't even want to see them motherfuckers, bro. You didn't even want to see them motherfuckers.
My homie said Sergeant Slaughter. It's my guy the same.
Man, that you know what? It's weird, and we'll get into it. But he was almost there on that list for me, bro. Like get the fuck off my screen, bro. I ain't even like that motherfucker on G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I ain't like him on nothing.
I ain't even like that motherfucker on G.I. Joe,
Sergeant
bro.
Slaughter, bro. Run that villain shit.
Hell yeah. We're about to get into it. Just playing the theme music right now.
What? Yes. Don't come back.
Damn, these motherfuckers good, bro. A lot of motherfuckers don't like the sparkling water. I thoroughly enjoy the sparkling water, you know?
Yeah, I think it's good, man. I'm a fan of sparkling water, believe it or not. What's the one? Liquid Death?
Liquid Death? I never heard of that.
Yeah, that shit good, bro. I guess they make it with like mountain water, alkaline mountain water, or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's fire. Like I said, the Waterloo is fire. We just had a variety pack of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut this music down, son. We about to get into it. Yo, what is up? Y'all have made it to the very first episode of Main Event Marks. What's good? So today is just gonna be me and Captain Great, but definitely expect to see more people. We had a huge, and I'm gonna get straight into it. We had a huge wrestling weekend. Huge weekend for professional wrestling. Multiple pay-per-views. What all did we have? We had Saturday Night Main Event. We had SmackDown. We had Great American Bash. We had All In. Was it All In or All Out? All in.
Texas.
We just got done with Evolution. I got done with it because I for some reason Peacock. I got on the Peacock and pause. I got on Peacock and for some strange reason I couldn't rewind. That's never happened to me. Usually I can get in there like an hour and then rewind. They just wouldn't let me do it. So I had to literally wait for them to put it on there as a finished event for me to go back in there. But it gave me time to do some other stuff, work on some other stuff. So It's about
That's what's up.
2:30, and we getting into this show, and it's crazy because we did a show a few days ago, and we didn't even end to 2:30. We're starting
Yeah.
at 2:30. So, what do they call it? Burning a candle at two ends. That's what I've been doing lately. But let's get into the show. I did not watch all of that. Was just too much wrestling for me to. Normally, I can consume that, but this weekend I had so much going on. Few shows slipped through the cracks, but I think I got the most important ones. I didn't get to see All In. I wish I could have, but I didn't get to see it. I
Bruh.
heard it was a great show, but right off the rip, to you, what was the best show of this weekend? And like I said, I'm gonna go through the shows again before you even go there. We had SmackDown on Friday. We had Saturday night main event on we had Great American Bash, then Saturday
Yeah, we
night
had
main event.
NXT Great American Bash.
Right.
We had All In.
All In, and then Saturday night main event.
And then Saturday night.
Then Saturday
That
night
was
main
all
event.
that was all in one day.
All in one day. And then tonight we had Evolution.
Yeah.
Cap the Great. And I'm sorry, man. I'm doing this all fucked up. Your host for this show, you got Icekold from the Dummast podcast. You got Cap the Great, Cody B from Throw the Towel Sports Pod.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, you will see more people joining in on this show. Not today, but weekly. There's gonna be a weekly show, weekly live show, and you will see more faces on this. But today you got us because it's late as fuck.
We know ain't nobody gonna pop up in here.
Hell yeah.
No, ain't
nobody popping
like
in right
this.
now. Nobody popping in right now. But now to fast forward to what we were talking about. Cody B, Cap the Great. What was the best show of the weekend?
Bro, at this point, man, it's real tough. Because I actually got to watch every last one. Got to watch every last one.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
Bro, I'm gonna go with AEW, dog.
You gonna go with AEW? Wow. So what happened with AEW? Again, that's one of the shows I missed. Wait. Before you even say that, dip back a little bit. Go dip back.
Oh yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see
it. He got the main event marks merch.
Man, we on deck,
show
man.
one. When I'm getting my shirt, bro.
Hey man, whenever you send your address, man.
I got you, bro. I got you. All right, finish what you were saying, bro.
Nah, dude, AEW, bro. AEW by far. Evolution was second after tonight. You know what I'm saying? Women shut the shit down. I don't even understand how it happened, but it went like that. AEW though, bro. Jeez, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even count how many matches it was after a certain point.
They shows be long as fuck, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like normally a show would have like tops like 7, 8 matches.
Man, about 10 at the most.
Jesus Christ, bro. How many shows?
Over 10, bro.
Yeah, that's too long, bro.
They jump off show was called 0 Hour, and they had like 2 hours before the actual show. You know what I'm saying? So it was like anywhere from 3 to 5 matches in that little bit of time. Then they went from that, jumped into the event. It was a solid 10 to 12 matches.
Who all wrestled? Now, I'm gonna give a little backstory. I stopped watching AEW well over a year ago. I just stopped. It just wasn't doing nothing for me. But I know the players that's in there. I'm a wrestling fan, so I do keep up. It's just with me, and I know because of this show, I'm gonna have to start watching it and start paying attention more. There are some acts over at AEW I love. I love MJF. I love Hurt Syndicate. Was it Hurt Syndicate? Hurt Syndicate. I want to say the Hurt Business, bro. We hurt people. Yeah, but yes, Hurt Syndicate. I love them. I love the fact that they got a program going with MJF. You know my love for Goodness, what's the chick name?
What you about to say, Mercedes Monet?
No, hell no. Tony Storm, bro. Timeless Tony Storm, bro.
No, timeless. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that like she is
She got it, bro.
it's not, you know what, it's just the whole package. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole package. Like she is just really good, and she in her bag with that character. I
Yeah,
really like it. I liked it from day one. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I mean, and a few other wrestlers here and there I do, kind of keep up with, but just their product as a whole just wasn't doing it for me. So I kind of fell back from it. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
because of this show, I'm gonna have to get back in it. But anyway,
Hey,
what were some of the matches on that card?
well, going down my notes right here, whether I start from the top or bottom, they was all bangers. One of them I kind of didn't understand as far as Dustin Rose, and they had the TNT vacant title fight because I guess Adam Cope, I mean not Adam Cope, I ain't mean to say
Adam
that.
Cole. Adam Cole got hurt.
Adam
Yeah.
Cole.
Mhm.
He ended up like getting suspended or retired. You know what I mean? He had
I
to
thought he
go
got
out.
hurt. I thought he got
Yeah,
hurt.
it was something that just happened, but
Oh.
you know how they dress it up, you know what I mean, when they on
Mhm.
stage. So
Right.
he out there crying and shit, and then he walk off or whatever. The Paragon, they ended up meeting him at the ramp. And then the dancing ass dude,
The dancing ass dude.
he fought
The dancing ass dude.
dude, I can't man, but he always come out and just do this weird ass thrust
This
move,
guy.
you know what I'm saying? No, that's not Swerve, not
No,
Prince
not swear.
Nana.
That's Prince Nana.
Not Prince Nana, not
Not
Prince
that guy.
Nana. No, I fucks with them. I live after a while. That stopped getting on my nerves too. And
That
it
never
just
got on
kind
my
of
nerves.
but
I like
it used
Nana.
to
I've
get on my
always liked
nerves because I
Nana.
didn't know who the hell Nana was,
He's
and
big
then
on the
I did
indie.
my
He was big on the
homework.
indie scene. I
Right, yeah.
like
Then I
Nana.
did my homework on him, and I found out about him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was Dustin Rose, uh, Daniel Garcia. Uh, Man, this dude, he be man. I can't remember why I can't remember this dude's name, but
All
it
right,
just
just move on.
yeah, I'm gonna pass him up. But Dustin Rose run the TNT vacant title, after
You know
Cole
what, bro?
dropped
I
that.
fuck with that though. I fuck with that because I like
I didn't
Dustin Rose.
understand it. I didn't understand it.
I
But
like Dustin Rose though. I
yeah,
like Dustin Rose because he old as shit and he still can go.
yeah, he's still
Like he
going.
don't
Yeah,
move like a old. Like typically you see your
no,
Goldberg.
them knees is done for. We
Oh,
ain't
are
no,
they?
we ain't,
Well, when I was watching them, like when I
and
was
shit.
watching AEW like a year ago
He was
or a
out there
year and a
moving
half
like
ago,
Goldberg.
he was out there moving bad. Oh God, I
It
don't
looked
even
it
want to
bad.
see that, bro. I don't
It
even want
looked
to
it
see that.
bad.
Wow. Okay.
It looked it bad. I feel you though, because I was a Dustin Rose fan after a while. I don't even know what happened to him. And then all of a sudden
Oh yeah,
we got
man.
Cody and him. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like, what the hell going on? But yeah, he won the belt. My man, of course, bro. You know how I've been feeling about John Moxley. I slickly been talking about it a little bit. Like I didn't know what the hell he was doing with the belt and the briefcase. I wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm
Clusterfuck.
saying?
That's a
It was
clusterfuck,
stupid.
bro.
It was stupid as hell. And but they matched, bro, him and Hangman Adam Page went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And Page Hangman, that's who it was.
Hangman
Yeah.
beat him. Hangman
Yeah.
beat him.
Hell yeah.
Good, bro.
Hell
Good.
yeah.
Get the belt off that, bro. He is.
Man.
He's one of the ones that just pushed me away from their product.
I
Like
couldn't wait.
his matches were always just like so. Like there's nothing like he's not as good in the ring as he makes himself out to be.
Right.
Um,
I
he's
agree.
okay on a mic, but as far as like psychology and storytelling in the ring, you don't do it for me, buddy. Like you bleed every match. That don't appeal to me. I'm sorry, bro. Like you could just stop blading yourself. Nobody fucking really cares.
Yeah.
Get in there and tell some stories, bro. That Death Rider shit, from what I've seen with the Death Rider shit, that
That
shit
shit
is
whack as hell.
garbage, bro. That shit is garbage. Like
That shit whack as hell.
then, like you could tell, like maybe, like I don't know if they were like hinting around, maybe they had something going on with Shane McMahon or some shit like that, because it was around that time where, it was pictures surfacing with Shane McMahon and
Yeah,
Tony Khan, and like maybe they tried to play off that. It was weird as fuck, and everything I've seen from them is weird as fuck. Get the belt off that man. Get the belt
please.
off that man, because you know, and go back to the drawing board. Because guess what? I like the Blackpool. What was it? Blackpool Combat Club. That shit was cool
Yeah,
to me.
hell
The
yeah,
BCC. That shit
Bullet
was
Club
cool.
and
Yeah, that shit
all
was
that.
cool.
Hell yeah, that
And
shit
I
was
know they had
fire.
to pivot. I know they had to pivot once Regal left. But
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I don't
I
know.
think they gaining it back though. I think from what I'm seeing,
Okay.
because uh on that note, you know what I'm saying. Athena from Ring of Honor, she just won the contract to win the belt, to go for the
Okay.
belt. You know what
I
I
fuck with her.
mean? And they got
I fuck with
they
her
got the
more.
Ring of Honor deal going on with them. So them wrestlers been coming from over there. I don't know about how anybody feel about Okada. Uh, but I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Him and
Okada's what's up.
Omega, they got that him and Omega story going on. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty good. Omega lost, but Okada, they put up a good match. Swerve Strickland, of course, one of my favorites in AEW. He kind of kept me over there more or less. Everybody else driving me away. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Swerve and Osprey. You know, they
They
teaming
had a
up
good.
now.
They teaming up or they had a match.
Yeah, they teaming up now,
Okay.
and they beat the Young Bucks for the executive vice president role, because you know the Young Bucks
What?
had control over like what matches was happening and all that. It's
See, this
crazy.
the shit I'm talking about, bro.
It's wild. It's wild,
Wait,
man.
wait, wait, wait. They had a match. So yes, the Young Bucks are VPs of AEW, junior VPs or whatever the fuck
Right?
you
Yeah,
want to
whatever
call it.
y'all want to call it. Yeah.
So that kind of got not outed, like, because if like real fans knew that they were like like junior VPs, but it really got on the map when CM Punk at All Out 2 years ago called him out and
Called them
said,
out
yeah.
on the press
So
button.
now, so then they start working that into storylines and
Yeah,
shit
they
like that. And I remember they came out and beat up Tony Khan. It would, and now
yeah, it was
they
crazy.
still running around with this
They
angle
still
that,
running now. I hope they let that shit go now, because they didn't got their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a
you
good
know
ass
what, man?
match. They
At
can
one,
wrestle,
mm-hmm.
but overall, stick that they had trying to push was stupid as hell. You know,
I
I'm
can,
glad it's over with.
yes, they can wrestle, but again, it's the same fucking thing. That flippity flop, super kick
Yeah.
bullshit.
And I'm sick
Like
of the
you
super
just in there
kicks. Like,
just doing shit at that
I'm
point,
sick
and
of that.
it doesn't appeal to me. I'm sorry. Like it started to get cool. Like they started to get cool at one point when they
Yeah, they
first
was
turned
almost
heel.
there.
When they first turned heel in AEW, I like that shit. Like I really, really, really like that shit when they were when they first turned heel. Then they
Hmm.
left for whatever reason, and they came back with the whole VP shit. It was weird, bro. I don't nah. That's another one, another team that can go, man.
Yeah,
Like
they out.
I ain't gonna they not as bad as what we were talking about with the honky tonk man. Like I
Nah,
thoroughly
they
do
not
think
that.
they're entertaining when they're heels.
No,
But when they
they
get with
definitely was doing good in this whole little thing. Like, bro, they was doing real good. You know, like I said, it was entertaining enough for me to try to see what exactly they was getting around to,
Mhm,
and why they kept doing it. Now that you say that CM Punk stuff played a part of it, it make all of the sense now, because you know CM Punk know how to set some shit ablaze
mhm.
wherever the hell he at. You know, and
No,
he
it's
at
like I'm sorry, AEW came out and they had the Young Bucks, the face of it, where we got this evidence on CM Punk and all this. It was just weird, man. Like,
yeah,
and then I was like, I'm like, because before that, it had been a while before I watched AEW. Now I'm like, oh, I gotta watch it. They got some dirt, and it was nothing. It was literally CM Punk beating everybody ass. Like,
literally everybody.
it was just CM Punk throttling fucking Jungle Boy.
Just to get to the belt. You know what I'm
It's
saying? That
just
was it.
stupid. What y'all just made yourself look worse. But
Yeah.
anyway, so let's move on to some other shows. Now,
Yeah, for
from what
sure.
I seen, so the shows I seen this weekend, I saw SmackDown, I saw some of the Great American Bash, I saw all of Main Event, and I saw all of Evolution.
Mm.
From my point of view, the best show was Evolution. That
Yes.
was a really, really good show.
Yes.
And I am so happy for Naomi. I've
Man,
always been a Naomi fan, even when she went to TNA. I was always a Naomi fan,
that's when she was
even when
getting good
she,
over there.
yeah, and you can go back from podcasts ago when her and Sasha Banks were WWE champions,
Right.
and they stood on business. They stood on what they felt was right, and they threw them belts right back in Vince McMahon's face. Was it Vince McMahon? It could have been Triple H. I
It
don't
might not. I
remember.
think it was Vince at the time.
Okay, so at the time, yeah, it was Vince.
It was Vince.
He's like, take your belts. We done.
He
And they
done.
stood on that business. And then they, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, she went to AEW, made money, uh, came a good star. I ain't gonna say a
Making good
bigger
money right
star.
now.
She's not a bigger star than she was, but she's probably making more money.
She's making
Uh,
good money for sure.
and we all know Naomi, she went to TNA, became champion, made money over there, came back to WWE, a bigger star than she was. So, like, and now it's all paid off. Ever since that heel turn that she did, just great. Her character is great. That you know, just even like her social media stuff is really good. Like with it, she's
Man.
always in character, and I'm really digging it. It is a different Naomi we seeing. It's different than that glow shit.
Yeah.
I love it when wrestlers reinvent themselves, and they reinvent themselves, and it still works. And that's what she's doing. And it's like I can honestly say, out of all the women who don't have a title or didn't have a title in the last few years, she is the most deserving of it because she, I mean, even when you go back to that first time when it came out that she was the one who attacked Jade
Yeah.
Cargill, that promo between her and uh Bianca Belair, I
When she
still look at
when
that
they
from now and
first
then.
when they
That
first got
shit
back
was
up after that.
amazing. That looked real.
Oh
That was
man, they was
probably
in there cutting tears
they
and
needed
everything. I was like,
them
holy
motherfuckers
shit.
needed some Emmys and Oscars or whatever the fuck they call, bro.
Straight like that.
Like it was really good. And ever since that,
The SP. Hey, they need
yeah,
an
yeah, give her an ESPY or something, man, because they
SP.
like that was real. That looked like I could have
Yeah.
seen that on World Star, bro. Like that. It
No
was
lie.
that good, and that character has just gotten better and better and better. They had to put a title on her at some point, and the way she cashed in, well deserving. Heads up to Cap the Great telling me not to get on the internet
Man.
because I wind up seeing it anyway because I went on the internet and it was like the first thing I seen, so
You
I
like,
kind of knew
damn.
what was going to happen. But anyway, it was
It
great.
don't
I
amount
love.
to seeing it happen though. You
No,
know what I'm
and
saying?
I get it,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
still love that pay per view.
Hell
I
yeah.
like the fact that she lost to Jade Cargill because it. If I didn't know what was going to happen, I would have fell back. I would have fell back and be like, oh well, it is what it is. She didn't cash in on the first championship match. She lost this match and she cashed in on this one. Good for her. She deserves it.
Facts.
She looks like $1,000,000 and she's playing a part. And hopefully they just let her be a monster heel. That's all I got to
Yeah.
say about that.
Yeah.
What else? It was that first match. The was that the triple threat match that was decent. The
Yeah.
finish was like a little anticlimactic, but it still was a good match. Again, Bianca, Jay Cargill and Naomi. Naomi was out there a few times. That was a good match. That was a good pay per view. That was
Man,
better than
overall,
Saturday Night Main Event. That was better than Saturday Night Main Event.
even and see, Saturday night main event was supposed to be heavier because the Seth Rollins shit happened. You know, it
Mhm.
switched everything. You know what I'm saying?
So let's dive into that a little bit. You
It's
really
just
think he? You
everything.
really think he injured, bro?
Yeah.
I do not. I do not think he injured, bro.
You don't think so?
He landed flat-footed, bro.
When you land like
Nothing
that, bro, that
tweaked.
you don't look.
Nothing tweaked. He didn't
You
tweak
can't, you
nothing,
know, man. When he might have, they said it's his knee, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you could tear an MCL or something like that in your knee
bro. This is a
if
work,
you
bro.
land like that. Like
This is a work, bro.
I don't
This
think
is
so,
a
man.
work. I think this is a work,
You see, he waved the people up in the ring when they was asking him.
bro. They would not have let dude do what he did. Maybe
Oh,
back 10.
Sheamus? I mean, they wouldn't have let LA Knight do what he did to him.
Fuck no. If he was really hurt like that, they are not gonna let him. Maybe 15 years ago they would have did some shit like that. But
Man,
with
dude, I don't
everybody
know, man.
watching
I
and
think
people
that's real.
knowing too much about these injuries, they would not have let that match go on and let him put a finisher on him. Especially since he wasn't scheduled to win the match anyway, and Seth was supposed to win. I think what they are doing is getting Seth off TV to let you forget about Seth. And then when SummerSlam comes, he is going to cash in on someone.
Who you think going? So okay, so you
That's
go on
my
that,
theory. And you know, usually I'm right about
right?
these things.
So look, you got that theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, who you think gonna win the belt at SummerSlam?
I think it's SummerSlam. CM Punk is going to beat it's who
Because
I don't know. I haven't dissected it that far. Who is who is Cena wrestling at SummerSlam?
Cody Rhodes.
So Cena and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
And who is
because Cody Rhodes won the King of the Ring
who's
now.
Gunther wrestling at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think he's in that fatal four. Hey, he in the fatal four way.
He's gonna be in a fatal 4-way for the championship.
Bruh, I think it's a fatal four way for the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
All I know, I think Seth is cashing in on somebody, and they just swerved everybody because like I'm in the minority here. I'm like, y'all don't see that this is a work. Like he landed flat-footed. You know, what's the best way to get you to because here's another thing. WWE know they fucked up that WrestleMania. They know they fucked up that WrestleMania. They know The Rock fucked it up. They know
when Seth
the
came
shit
out
was
there and
all
all that.
wonky, and it just let everyone down.
Yeah, it was something else. It was something else.
Even Cody Rhodes is saying sorry. We gonna make it up to you at SummerSlam.
Right.
Something's gonna happen. Something big is gonna happen at SummerSlam. Something huge is gonna happen at SummerSlam, and I think we getting a lot of swerves, and I think one of these swerves is Seth Rollins pretending like he's hurt, and it's
Coming back cashing in.
yeah. He gonna come back and cash in. Just think how Seth Rollins can't top what he did before. He cannot top. If you take it for face value, he cannot top what he did at WrestleMania cashing in. How can he beat that? Let y'all forget about me for 3 weeks.
So this is why we gonna forget about him right now. Because
And y'all
now
gonna
that I'm
forget
looking
it.
at
Everybody gonna forget about Seth Rollins, and then you gonna hear burn it down, and he gonna come out and cash in on someone. They're trying to get you to hate Seth Rollins. They're trying to get you to hate Seth Rollins
too, right?
What was that?
I think Jelly Roll gonna be on that card, dude.
You know, I'm not too mad at that. When I first saw that Jelly Roll shit, when I first saw the Jelly Roll thing where he was training to become a wrestler and shit like that, I was like, come on, man, nobody asked for this shit. But now after seeing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad at it. And the reason why I'm not mad at it, because every now and then you get a train wreck. And when I'm in wrestling, what I call a train wreck, and I don't mean like something bad. Like, you just get them wonky ass matches where crazy shit happen. We see it all the time in wrestling. And I think that's what this is gonna be. I don't expect Jelly Roll to go in there. Now, I would hate it if he came in there and he's beating ass. Like, I would fucking hate that shit. Like, I fully expect him to get his ass whooped.
Said he gonna get in there and get like a Pat McAfee match like we seen with him and Gunther. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind that because Pat McAfee has shown us in ring shit before, especially
he can really do. Yeah, he can really do some shit.
But like, I don't expect if Jelly Roll come out there like spearing people and body slamming and taking no damage,
that's too much.
Hit. I don't want to see that shit. So it has to be a train wreck. I like don't have him go in there just like it has to be some what do they call it? Suspension of disbelief. But like, come on, bro, don't do it. And I don't think they're gonna go there. I think it's gonna look like an amateur is in there. That's the way it should look. But something else is gonna happen with that match. It's gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be all over the place, and I'm not too mad at it. It's Randy Orton. How could I be mad at Randy Orton? Randy Orton has earned the he's earned his say so. He's earned the right to do some wonky shit because you normally don't see this shit out of Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? You normally don't see train wrecks when it comes to Randy Orton. Let him have his train wreck. Let him have some fun. Let him have his. He getting up there in age, and just let him go out and what I find it very. I find it very cool to see Randy Orton with a smile on his face because for years we didn't see that. He just seemed like angry at the world, and now he's getting up there in age. I like when they paired Randy Orton with what's the guy's name? Riddle. I called him Ripple. I called him Ripple.
Not Ripple. Yeah, who is that?
Called that man Ripple. But no, yeah. So I kind of enjoy watching Randy Orton have fun. So like, I'm not too mad at this. But what else is on the card for SummerSlam?
Dude, I'm actually over here trying to see right now because what I'm thinking is I think Gunther gonna fight LA Knight, right? Because that's why Seth Rollins at LA Knight.
Well, they're gonna have to now, right?
Right.
Like he beats
so
he legit beats
come into play. Who knows? Because Seth Rollins can
exactly
boom. He can come back and do something like that if they really plan it that way. He can come back and then wham. Like, and then the word that they use too. When I read the article today, I can't even remember it, but it started with an I, and the way they put it in there, I was like, like y'all trying to play with me now. Like, I don't know. I'm like, y'all get to using these long ass big words, y'all trying to hide something. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what?
I think you might be right. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I can't say that you haven't been not right before.
I'm always right when it comes to this shit, bro. WWE just need to hire me,
bro. Right. I think these men have been writing some of their shit and he just ain't told us secretly. One day he's just gonna surprise us with a pay-per-view pair of tickets and we just gonna have to meet him there.
Y'all gonna see me next to the dude with the smiley face shirt.
Yeah.
All
of a sudden.
Hell yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, it's like I think we get Naomi and Jay for the belt. I think Jay gonna have an axe to grind. Like, I beat you that night. I beat you tonight, and you got a belt. Like, I think we've been heading to this for a while.
And she queen of the ring, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, well, she gets a title shot. She automatically had a title shot, and
that's what that gets you out the
gate.
So it all add up.
Right. So I think they're gonna go after we gonna get that match.
You think Bianca gonna interfere?
Maybe, and maybe she side with Naomi. That'll be interesting, wouldn't it?
Hey,
that'll be very interesting because
how
would it look?
And she'd be like, I knew all this time.
Yep.
She just come out at the end like I knew everything from the beginning. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
like, no, I see. I think that's too easy. If she was to come
Yeah.
out and say, if she was to come out and confront Naomi and say, you know what, Naomi, you were right. You were right
The
about
whole
Dave.
time, huh?
The whole time you were looking out for my best interest. That's
Yeah.
that Jade Cargill as I bitch.
Hey, look.
That shit
Hey,
would
cause
be
look, Jay,
hilarious, bro.
cause Jay did something tonight that I caught that I don't think she think people was looking at. You know, she went to the crowd and tried to get them hype, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't
Mm,
give her no pop, no nothing. And then she like kind of like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Then she did something else. She went back, whoop, 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 bopped on her again. They went back and got them on hype, like yeah. And then they just like yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's
I don't
getting
know.
real
It's
hypey in
interesting to
here.
see. And to go back to LA Knight, I mean, he legit beat Seth Rollins,
Yeah,
which
we
is a
want to be
major
for real.
player. So
Yeah,
that have to like put him at the front of the line for something.
dude, I promise you. I think I
So
seen that they got a fatal four way at SummerSlam. I, it might. I don't know what it's for, but it's a fatal four way for
we'll
something
see.
for
We'll
sure.
see. You know, we got Raw tomorrow. So
Yeah,
we'll
we getting
definitely
close.
see. We'll definitely see. Um, so this is the first show, and I've mentioned that before. This is the first show of Monday. I was about to say,
Main event
bro.
marks.
I was I was about to say
You
Monday
about to
Night
say
Mafia.
Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Mafia.
Oh man, no, don't do that. No,
The main
dog.
event Mafia.
Don't get me started on them,
No, no, no.
boy.
So the first show of main event marks, and you know, I wanted to just get in here and just talk about this great weekend of wrestling. And I think we did
Yeah,
that. I think we did it pretty well. What I
no,
want to
we
talk
did.
about is something we talked about on the Dummast podcast a few days ago, which actually airs tomorrow. And that is wrestlers who, whether it's a current wrestler, old wrestler, attitude era, PG era, golden era, just somebody who came on your screen, who went on your screen as a wrestler, and you were just like, get this motherfucker off my TV. Like in my like you had briefly mentioned the honky tonk man. And
Yes.
I've come up with some more, but I couldn't stand the honky tonk man. I'm not gonna go into it like I went into it on the podcast. He was just. I'm just giving this as an example that he was just one of those people, one of those wrestlers that got on my screen and I just wasn't feeling it. Who are some of the people? And we were briefly talking about it, on a warm up to the show.
Right.
But who are some of those people, in your opinion, that
Dude.
that just got on your screen and you like, man, get the fuck off my screen. I don't I don't care. Go. Just get away from here. Like, who are some of those wrestlers for you?
Uh, my first one is the Mountie.
Wow. That we kind of there. We kind of on par. So and I'm gonna tell you something. One of one somebody on my list was the Rougeau brothers, which is one
Oh
of the mount
Jesus!
which he
Both.
is the one of
Hey, look
those
at
was the
both.
Mountie. I couldn't
Exactly.
stand those like with those blue uniforms. Like, I did not get off my screen. What are y'all doing?
What
What
is
are y'all
going on
doing?
here? Like,
Bro, the act was so bad. It just didn't appeal to nobody. Like, they weren't even good heels. Like, it was just bad. I just didn't like that stuff, bro. It just didn't appeal to me. So you made me jump the gun a little bit because you mentioned the Mountie. But why didn't you like the Mountie?
bro, I just didn't like that. None of that. That old nutcracker looking ass situation, like they looking crazy, bro. I mean, then
he was dressed like the Nutcracker.
then their moves was corny as hell.
The
The
Mountie, the
Mountie though,
Mountie.
look, like
Hey,
you could have
remember he
came with
shot.
some
Remember
better.
he You just
Jim Johnson definitely didn't make that music. You understand? Because
bro,
that right there is whack.
you didn't like the Mountie because he took out that fucking cattle prog and shock breath that hit me in
That
heart, bro.
too, bro. Like, why y'all got to go to the most dangerous move? Like,
Bro,
y'all fucking people up. Niggas ain't even supposed to have a cattle prod in the damn in the building. Like, y'all ain't carrying real weapons, bro. This
here's
is
the
a
funny
real
part of
weapon.
that whole thing. Because like even as a kid, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. The cattle prog made an electrocuting noise, bro. Get out of here, bro. Even as a kid, I'm like, come on, bro.
As soon as it touches you,
Stop
it's
it.
like you dying.
As soon as bro, it wouldn't make a noise though. It would not make it's not like a lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna make a noise. Even as a kid, I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like this as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, you ain't gonna be man. What's that, dog? Nah, man. Yeah, the Mountie though, man.
The Mountie,
I
and
didn't like nothing about it.
so since you mentioned the Mountie, I had to mention the Fabulous Rougeos. I did not like that. They came out there with these capes and stuff like that. I just wasn't feeling that. I didn't like. Then they came out there and they sung like "Oh Canada."
Yeah,
Like
they
it
come
was
out singing bullshit
or
folklore
whatever.
songs and
Maybe it was
shit.
like the French national anthem. I can't really
Hate
remember
it.
at the time, but like I didn't like get off my screen.
Get out
Either
of there.
that or I'm going to make a sandwich. You know
But
what I'm saying?
look, the favorite sandwich move. What's
All
the
right.
next snack? Hey, look, let me go find my snack.
Here is my number one. I'm gonna give you my number one because I got a few more. My number one. Let me pull up my list right quick. Give me a second. But I'm gonna give you my number. My number one. This was like right before the Attitude Era really took hold. It was that period of WWF where it was bad. It was so bad they almost went out of business. But
Oh yeah, I remember that.
do you remember the oddity? The oddities.
I
My God, bro. That was the worst shit. Like, I don't know how they let these group of misfits come on the screen. It was the worst. Bro, it was the worst.
and y'all out here got ICP in the door in
That's
WWE.
bro, it was already bad. But when they put Insane Clown Posse in that group, it just got like it was bad.
I don't knock nothing that y'all do. So look, I'm not talking bad on ICP because I got some juggalo friends, right? This is real
Hold on,
life.
bro. Hold on, bro.
I
Hold
really
on.
do.
Nope, 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 nope,
I
nope,
really
nope,
do.
nope, 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 nope. You have juggalo friends, bro. You
I'm
have
not lying
friends
to
that are
you.
literally what?
I'm not lying to you.
You got friends that paint their face and just walk around like this.
They don't paint their face,
So what
but
makes a person a
they
juggalo?
just the lifestyle.
What is the
It's just
lifestyle of a
what they
juggalo? What
it's
is so
what
I
they
always
man.
thought
It's
a
how they
juggalo
move.
was a clown that rapped.
Nah, that's just they look. Overall, like that is how they live and what they do.
What
You know
do
what I'm
they
saying?
do that
What they
what
stand
does a
on, like
juggalo do to make him a
they
juggalo?
live by a certain type, they move by a certain type of morals. I don't look at them as a bad person. They just party crazy as hell. And that's just as far as I don't got as far as that now you ultimate when you paint your face and shooting firecrackers out your asshole and all that carrying on. You extra when you doing that. But overall, I never see nothing wrong with them. They just a community of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like it's nothing crazy, but like I said, they differ from other people. And I ain't never seen, like I said, for me to say that, they'll let you know they got some type of respect, for the other side. And I'd have been like I said, I've been friends with them guys for a long time. That's how I got a lot of history on ICP and what they done and
Bro.
they not to mention not they in the wrestling game now. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't know that, so
Bro,
but
I'm going back to the
overall, go
you went
back.
off
Yeah.
on a whole
Yeah, go
tangent. I
ahead, go
shouldn't even
back though.
ask
Go
you
ahead,
about the
go back.
juggalos.
You took
But
you took me there. Hey,
I know I
look,
took you there. This is my
real
fault.
quick.
But bro, here's the list of people that was in that group. The Jackal, Okay, the Jackal, bro. You know who that is, right?
Dude, that's what's the big tall goofy dude?
Nah, you talk about Kerrigan.
The Russian dude
Yeah, you talk about Kerrigan. The Jackal
was
was Don.
Kali.
No, the Jackal was Don Callis, bro.
No.
The Jackal was Don freaking Callis, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Then you had the Russian dude, Kerrigan. Kurgan. I think that was his name.
Kurgan.
Kurgan.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, bro. And then like they made him wear like tie-dye, like a tie-dye shirt,
Man,
and then he
goofy as
had a
hell.
leather football, like those old school 1910 football helmets that weren't made of plastic, but they were like leather. Like he was wearing that shit, bro. It was just a
Goofy.
bunch, bro. It was just a bunch of weirdos, and it just didn't like get that off my screen, bro. Like I don't need to see that, bro. Like,
What's the big ass Cartman with the mask on that they had rolling with
bro,
him? Who was that dude?
bro, you had Giant Silver, Golga, Violent J, and Shaggy Two
Goga.
Dope. So that was the Insane Clown Posse, Shaggy Two Dope, and
Man.
Violent J. And
Yeah.
when they got into it, bro, I'm like, y'all just trying to make this, because they weren't part of the oddities at first. They came in a little bit later,
They
but
was just doing their
the
intro
oddities were
music.
already bad. But then when they added ICP, I'm like, y'all just doing this on purpose.
Y'all trying to
Like
drive
y'all
people out the
trying
door.
to go out of business. Like nothing was going on around this time in wrestling, bro. I think you might have had Bret Hart, and that was it. Like that was
Man,
it.
yeah, it was
Bret
barely.
Hart
It was
was
barely.
Bret Hart was fighting the Patriot, Dan Welks. Like it was just a bad time for WWE. And you know, if it wasn't for Stone Cold, Stone
The
Cold saved
Patriot.
them motherfuckers, bro. Stone Cold saved them
Literally though. Literally.
because they was going downhill fast.
Bro, when Stone Cold came and did that King of the Ring, bro, and he said them infamous words, 316 said, I just whooped your ass.
Bro.
He wrote
Bro,
literally,
the
he pulled a Kobe Bryant on us, I like to
bro,
say. For
these
the next
fools,
15, 20 years, it went up.
yeah, these fools went out and got George the Animal Steel and put him in that group, bro. Like it was, bro. Like I hated this, bro.
Oh
bro.
shit.
That right there. And there was others. There was some good stuff going on in it, but that was so bad. It just made me look at the product like, ugh.
Yeah, it
Y'all
was
not even
over with.
trying. Y'all not even trying to compete with WCW now. Let me just go ahead and watch Nitro, bro. And this was like a
Yeah,
little bit before like NWO, and then when NWO come, I'm like, man, fuck
they blew
WWE, bro.
WWF out the man, didn't they?
Yeah, for
Everybody
like
was going
for
around wolf
86 weeks
packing.
or some shit, like 87, 86 weeks.
I
I,
seen a magma shift in my school, bro. We went from we went from
he
man
said
repping
a
WWE.
magma shift.
We went from repping WWE to wearing NWO black and red t-shirts in 2 months span, bro. I'm telling you, it was
Man,
some of the
man,
craziest shit. We went from saying "suck it" on TV, or before we said "suck it" on TV, we said "too sweet." You
too
know what I'm
sweet,
saying?
baby,
Like
too sweet, baby.
that's for
Um,
sure.
Here's another one of mine. And he was an ECW act, and then he went to WWE. The Blue
Mhm.
Meanie, bro. The Blue Meanie. I
How did
get
I
him
know
up.
you was about to say
Get
him? I
that
don't know how.
motherfucker off my screen, bro. I
Get him off
don't
the
want to see
roster.
him, bro.
Get him out the building.
Bro,
Just give him the fuck out
why
of
did
here.
y'all? Why
He
do I
might.
need to see this fat slob in the ring with painted glasses? Like he would paint glasses around, like the
Yeah,
stick,
he looking
the
stupid.
frame. Like why? Like why? Like no, this not a this nothing about this is appealing. Nothing about like I couldn't stand that shit, bro.
Uh,
WWE like
I
in
don't even know how he even. I don't even know how he even made it into the roster.
what was he there for? What was he there for? I don't get it. Like,
Man,
why y'all doing this to y'all?
wasn't he?
Bro,
Matter
I
of
was
fact,
so
wasn't he in the
frustrated.
damn what the Undertaker have at that time? What faction was that he had?
Man, the disciples, no, the
The
ministry.
Ministry of Darkness.
I don't think he was in there.
Yes, he
But
was. Him and it was the old school dude that was playing with the
You
he had the
talking about
brother.
Phineas? You talking about not
It might have been him. It might have
if
been him.
Phineas? You might be talking about Phineas Godwin. He was with them,
That
and
might have
they
been
changed
him.
his name.
Yeah.
They changed his name to Midian.
Midian.
But
Hell
this,
yeah.
but again, you bring up something to bring me to somebody else on my damn list. The disciples, bro. Remember the two bald twins that would come down there riding a bike? They were in the
Hell
ministry
yeah. The
too.
bald head dudes.
Get them off my screen, bro. Get them off my screen. I did not like that shit, bro. I did not like that shit. I didn't appreciate it. Them dudes were trash in the ring, bro.
Super trash.
They were literally hired because they were big and bald and knew how to ride a bike to the ring. That shit was awful, bro.
Yeah,
that
I
shit
agree.
was awful. I couldn't stand it. Just get them off my screen, bro.
It lets you know how awful they is too by how fast they disappear. Because they disappeared
I think they
fast.
wind up going to WCW after that, bro. It was bad, bro. Like that
was corny.
It was like that whole deal. I think it was Disciples of Apocalypse. I think that was their name.
On my life.
And I can't, bro, for my life
DOA.
for you right now, I couldn't tell you their names. I just remembered them as a tag team, and it was bad. I just get them off my screen. I did not like it.
You couldn't get me to remember their names either right now, but I definitely remember what they looked like and how corny they was.
Hey, I got a few more names on my list, but who do you got on your? What are some other ones you got on yours?
Man, I said the Mountie first. Dino Bravo.
What? I like Dino Bravo, bro. I actually like Dino Bravo.
It was just something about him. It was like he did cocaine before he came to the ring. It's like literally right before he hit the curtain, he just hit a bump.
You know, he was a hitman for the mob, right?
Yeah.
He was a hitman for the mob. He wound up getting killed.
I watched that Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He was a good wrestler, bro. You feel me? Like
he was a good dude physique. Too. Like typically when people talk about him, they talk about him in a good way. Like he was a good dude,
right?
Good dude and a family man. He wasn't like every other wrestler going around. I think he had to do it to make money. He was a hitman. Like
he ended up falling into that. Yeah. Another one though that's high on my list, man, and it was tough because I had him and another person, or no, I had her and another person, but Luna Vachon, bro.
Luna Vachon was part of the oddities, just so you know that. So she was on my list too. She was part of the odd. She was part of the odd. Like I didn't mind Luna Vachon as when she was with Shawn Michaels.
She was scary as hell.
When she was with I didn't mind her.
Scary as hell, bro.
But she became part of the oddities, and it was just
veins all in your face. And hey man, get that shit up out of here. Nobody want to turn on the TV and see that. I sure didn't want to turn on. Every time she was on TV, bro, I swear I turned it off. And I'm like, man, this bitch scary as hell. Well, I never want to go to sleep and see nothing like that in your dream, chasing you down the street,
bro. All right, so now I'm moving up. I'm moving up in time period.
Okay,
you know who I couldn't stand? Ivory, bro. Couldn't stand Ivory.
She was the worst.
Couldn't stand Ivory, man. I couldn't stand her, bro. Get off my screen. I couldn't stand to see her talk. And then the funny part about it, while we talking about this, I was watching Evolution tonight, and she was on Evolution.
And they had her on there, dude. It was
bro.
I
couldn't stand that woman, bro. I couldn't stand it. Like that was time for me to go get a bowl of cereal, bro. Like legit. When anytime she popped up, whether she was was walking somebody out to, whether she was walking Right the Censor out to the ring, Right the Censor, awful act.
Right, awful act.
That was bad. You had Val Venus. You had what's the dude name? I can't remember his name, but he was like
Richards.
Stevie Richards, I think. He was part of Raven's flock, I think.
Type shit.
You had then they turned the Godfather into like a
Oh
preacher. I'm
man,
like,
I
what
was
the
mad as hell when they did
like,
that.
come on, man.
Like,
He used to come out with the
leave my dog
hose.
alone. Leave my dog alone. Like
Bro, he used to come out with the hose, and now y'all got him in his tie with a button-up shirt with the sleeves cut off, bro. Like,
looking crazy.
yeah, right. The
Braids in
censor
his
was
head and
off.
shit.
Yes, he still had the braid. They
He
didn't even
literally looked like a nigga still.
they didn't even have a common decency to take the braids out, bro.
I just seen the picture of him today, by the way, bro. That nigga look like he still would drop a motherfucker on their head right.
Bro, that dude is
Man,
still swole, bro.
like a motherfucker.
But yeah, Ivory and Right the Censor, get off my screen, bro. Y'all can go.
Yeah, please.
As a kid, bro, at that point in time, I'm going to make some Kool-Aid, bro. Do you remember Glacier?
Woozy.
Bro, what the fuck was that? They literally took
Sub-Zero
from Mortal Kombat and tried to turn him into a wrestler, bro.
What's
That was
going on?
bad, bro. That was
And then
so
they pumped
bad.
him up. You see how much hype they gave him, bro?
Bro, he literally had vignettes for like 3 months before he
Dude,
came out there.
and never rep. I used to turn on Thunder, bro, and see this damn vignette of fucking this fake
No,
ass
bro,
Sub-Zero.
he wrestled. No, he did karate. He wasn't in there wrestling. They were having people in there trying to wrestle him, but he was just doing karate. It was bad,
And
bro.
they was just in there kicking motherfuckers.
They
And
had
shit. Like,
snow
what's
coming
going on?
down. They had snow coming down when
Yeah, it was
during his
cold.
entrance. It was bad, bro. Get this huff shit off my screen, bro. Like I could, bro. It was just so bad. It was packaged so bad. And here's the thing: we talking about all these people. I'm not so much talking about just the wrestler. I'm talking about the whole package. The people who thought this would be a good idea,
Get him out of here.
booking, creative. They all take an L for this, bro. These were like bad concepts, bro. Like these were just like really just bad things.
Somebody seen them and was like, "Yeah, we need to fill this spot right now. We got one for the dentist. We got this piece right here too, man. Hey, we need to bring him in. Yep, go ahead, bring him in. Yep.
Hey, you know what we can do? Mortal Kombat is hot right now,
man. Let's make a
Let's make
Zero.
Well, can't we do Scorpion? No, man, no. Because if we do Scorpions, he got to have a dagger and a chain attached to the dagger. But what we can do, we can have some snow come down off the ceiling,
dude,
and we can have somebody. We can get somebody who know karate, enough karate that it was bad, bro. And I ain't got nothing against karate and martial arts. I mean, Ernest the Cat Miller. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ernest the Cat Miller.
Shout out to Ernest the Cat Miller.
He walked Goldberg down to the ring last night. But anyway, like it was just bad, and it was just badly packaged, and he wrestled with the lights off. It was just like everything was bad about it, and it was just, man. You know what? I love my wrestling so much when they make something that bad. I remember it, bro. Like I just won't forget it. I won't forget how bad it was. All right, I'm coming up in the years, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, but I don't care. I'm gonna get a lot of flack. But I was not feeling Matt and Jeff Hardy, bro. No, not these Jinko pants, tight shirt wearing dudes. What is this? What is this,
bro? You wasn't feeling the Hardy?
Hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. That shit did not appeal to me in the least, bro. And then it's bad.
They came in like the Rockers on steroids.
No, they didn't. No, they did not with them big ass pants. They didn't, bro. The cuff to their pants, like honestly, I couldn't stop watching what they were wearing. And the very first time you seen them, they came to the ring with Michael P.S. Hayes' old ass, and he was wearing the same shit that they were wearing. He was wearing the Jinko pants. You know what Jinko pants is. The ones them Spanish dudes used to wear back in the mid-90s. Yeah, Paco jeans, right. The same thing them Spanish dudes used to wear back in 1994, bro. Them pants that were tight.
With that.
They were like fitted around the top, and then around the cuff, it just flared out. They were like bell bottoms on steroids, bro.
They look like
and then they had the nerve.
Pants.
Right. And then they had, but they were thick ass jeans. It wasn't like samurai material. They were thick
No,
ass
yeah, they
fucking
had
jeans.
them
And then
jeans
at the
look
same
like
time, you got the nerve to
twisted
wear a tight velvet shirt with that shit. And then
with
you
the
want to
cuts
jump
in
on
it.
the top. You're right. You want to jump from the top rope in that shit. Then you bring this old ass Michael P.S. Hayes. Doc Hendricks is what they called him in WWE. You want to bring him down to the fucking ring wearing the same shit. Get it off my screen, bro. Get it off my screen. I did not like that shit. It took me years to warm up to the Hardys, bro.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
took
didn't want
me,
to
it
see no
took,
Bobby Flay looking ass
bro.
dude
Yes, then
walking
they
down
had
the
like
ramp,
they had like these like
blind hair.
highlights in their hair and all. It was weird, bro. I did not like the Hardys until they went to TNA, and then they, was a little bit
Came
more.
with the delete.
Yes, they was a little. They was. I can't say a little bit. They were much more in control of their own creative, and that's when they became cool to me.
See, and I
That's
think
when they
that's probably why
became
you
cool to
didn't
me.
like them because you
It
know
was
how
the
they roll
package,
over there
bro.
in WWE,
Bro,
dog. They give you what you gonna work with. You know what I
bro,
mean?
bro.
And you got to run from there.
I'm very much a fan of people with strong personalities. And for what I seen Edge do to Matt Hardy, you look like a victim, bro. I can't roll with you. You a
No,
victim. You a victim, bro. You let that man steal your girl in front of
no,
your
he did
face.
that. He did
And
that
I'm not talking about a story. I'm talking about
in
real
real life.
life.
Yeah, no,
And you
in
just
real
sitting
life.
there taking it, man. And then you come out.
If you know, you know.
I'm
Look, if
I'm
you
Matt
know, you
I'm
know.
Matt Hardy 2.0. That was even worse, bro. He is on my list for the Hardy Boys, and he was on my list for Matt Hardy 2.0. Get it off my screen, bro.
Bro,
Get it off my screen,
I just seen a video speaking of that. It's crazy to even say that. I just seen a video, audio clip where Matt Hardy called into a radio station or an interview that Lita was in, and it
hmm
was like, I got the right to hear about the or something. Like he just sounded like a little bitch. Like that's
bro.
if you really want to be
I
for real.
couldn't.
It
Bro,
was a way
for
I
the
never
life of
knew,
me,
you know?
bro. I couldn't believe that was going on, bro. Like, why is
Yeah.
this going on? Why you cool, bro?
Hit your
I
bitch.
know
You
people
know,
need a
he hit your
paycheck,
bitch.
bro, but you need to. You be like Vince. We ain't doing this, bro. I gotta smoke that dude, bro.
Man,
Vince,
I
you
gotta
put me in a ring with this motherfucker. I'm
I
smoking.
gotta do something to this cat. Like I'm
Ain't
really
no
gonna
way,
do
Vince.
something to it.
Vince, I know we all adults, and I know I need a paycheck. But you put me in a ring with that dude, I'm gonna choke the shit out of it. It should have been a real fight in the ring. We should have saw.
Yeah, we should have seen some real,
But
a
I
real
never,
story
bro.
like some
I
real story like would have made they situation
exactly. Vince is known
historic.
for taking real situations and like, but nah, bro, you ain't
Yeah,
nah, man.
this one
But
right here, no, you wouldn't have did that. Not to me.
you just look like a whole bitch, bro. And
Yeah,
on top of that, the same dude that took your girl is in the middle of the ring with your girl butt booty naked under a blanket, bro. You remember that where they tried to
oh
have a
man,
little
when they had
sex
that
scene in
freaky
the little
rated
sex
R,
scene in the ring.
when they
She
had
was
the
really
rated
naked,
R, yeah, they
bro.
was
She
really
was
getting it
really
in under there.
she was really naked under there, or some things was popping out. Like you can go on Google and
No,
search that shit,
she was in there getting it in. Not bad, bro. Look, when I know it's some something now, was something real and when it ain't. And when that was going on, at that time I knew that he had took this man, you know what I mean, took this man lady. I'm
bro.
like, oh man, I'm like, you number one rule.
Bro,
Hey,
like
look, number one rule.
Vince, you won't put a stop to this shit. Me and you gonna be fighting, dog.
Bro,
Like
I'm knocking all you
that's
niggas
how I
out.
knew dude was a sucker, bro. I do not like. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I do I do side with the little man a lot. But when a little man don't even stick up for themselves, bro, I just there's just something about it
Yeah,
just like make
it's
me just
difficult.
like no man, you a victim. And you want to be a
Automatic.
victim. You not only are you a victim, you want to be a victim. And he just looks so soft. I didn't respect the Hardys until they went to TNA and took control of their own creative. And that shit in TNA was a genius. It was a total 180 for me with them, bro. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is amazing. This delete shit. The
Yeah.
he had the little drone flying around that he called Skarsgård, bro. That
Hey,
shit was
yeah,
hilarious,
he
bro.
went crazy with all. Hey,
Bro, I
that's when
love
I knew
man.
when
I
we hadn't seen him too for that little long ass time. and then they just popped back up on TV and doing all that shit they was doing.
I
That
liked them in
definitely was
TNA,
fire.
bro. I really
Yeah, it was
enjoyed
fire.
them in TNA. All right, I'm on this is my last one. This is my last one. Then we gonna call it unless you got some more.
I say them.
Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt. Get them off my screen, bro. I did not like that. I did not like that shit, bro.
Who?
You don't even remember, bro? So when AEW, not when AEW first came out, but like
Nigga, you said what's their name?
they were called I
Did
forget
you say
the
Luchasaurus
Luchasaurus, bro.
and Jungle Boy?
Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt. They
Just
were
that
like a
name, just that name right there.
bro.
Get that shit up
And
out of here,
I ain't
bro.
got nothing against little people. I ain't got nothing against little people. But
Marcos Stunt.
little people is more entertaining than Marcos. The stuff they had Marco Stunt doing in that ring to 300-pound men should have disqualified AEW creative right then and there, bro. That shit was like that shit is insulting.
Said he
It was
fucking lost,
insulting to bro. It was insulting to anybody who had common senses. Bro, it was that bad. They literally had this little small. He wasn't a midget. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the stubby arms, the bulbous head, and stuff like that. He was just a really tiny dude in there, like doing hurricane ranas to like 280-pound men, and they go flying and shit like that. Bro, get this shit off my screen, bro. Then you got the same people who used to talk about how bad Roman Reigns was at the time will be sitting around cheering a fucking dinosaur in the ring, bro, like a
and the
literal
whole
talking
suit though.
dinosaur. And then you had a Jungle Boy. You had George of the Jungle in the ring, bro. This is not cool. And I know
At that point, that's racist. Hey, get that shit up out of
you
here.
had a jungle, you had George of the Jungle, you had a dinosaur, and you had a little short dude that could beat up grown men. He looked like a little kid, bro. He looked like a 12-year-old kid. And it was that bad. I couldn't stand. That's one thing about AEW that I just didn't. That's one of the things early on, and I loved AEW on the onset. Like when it
Mhm.
first came out, I loved it. But that shit, I did not love. Get it off my screen, bro. I, I, it was just weird, bro. It was too much, bro. It's too much for me to handle, man. I'm trying to take your product seriously, and you running out here with a dinosaur, bro.
Yeah, you can't take nothing serious when you out there got a dinosaur with Jungle Boy running into the ring.
Bro, literally, Jungle Boy is like the son
That's
of,
horrible.
of dude from 90210. Looks just like him. Like you didn't even nobody really even had to tell me that was dude's son because he looked just like him.
Mm.
Now I know times is different, and they changed his appearance and things like. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't even know. I mean, I know he's still in
You talking
AEW.
about Brandon Fraser?
No, his father is the dude from 90210, the one that died of cancer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you talking
Um,
about.
Dylan. I can't remember this motherfucking name, but anyway, yes, that's who he is. So I don't know, man. It was just too much, man. It was just too much, and then it's like I already have a bone to pick with them about in-ring storytelling at the time. I don't know what they're doing now, and when I see a bunch of super kicks and flips and all this unnecessary stuff that they do in the ring, then you're gonna
Straight
try to
crazy.
insult my intelligence by having a little. I don't know if he's a really was a real like a real little kid. He might have just been a dude that just was short and skinny. I don't. You don't remember this dude, bro? He used to
No,
run out. Look him up, bro. Look up Google Marco Stunt. That was his name. It was
Marco
Jungle. I
Stunt.
can't remember their names. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up and find out what they. It was called the Jungle Experience or some shit like that, bro. Like I can't remember what their name was, but they would come out and they would fight big ass wrestlers, and this dude would be like he was their cheerleader. He was like he wasn't a manager. He was like Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy would be a tag team in the tag team match, and he'd be on the outside. and he'd come in.
Man, this dude look like a damn 19-year-old.
Right, but like
he look like Pauly Shore off a damn.
Bro, it was
Matter
bad.
of fact, he looked like the dude that was with Pauly Shore on Weekend at Bernie's.
Encino Man. Anyway, but
The
yes,
young
bro.
his homeboy though, not
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
like. Yeah,
I know who you talking about. It was bad, bro. Like that shit was really bad, and like after a while, you just stop seeing Marco stuff. I think people were getting frustrated with that. Like, why do I have to get beat up by this little dwarf? You know what I'm saying?
That's like Darby Allin. Get his skinny ass up out of here.
I like Darby.
Bro, what is that move that he do, bro? When he flying backwards at what the
coffin
hell
drop.
Get that shit up out of here, bro.
Get that shit up out of here.
That shit up out of here.
Darby's tough. Started. I like Darby. Darby's tough. And there is some storytelling.
Back. He just came back too. They all came back in AEW and helped Hangman win that match.
Oh,
too,
did
by
they?
The way. It was a pop at the end, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna take a look at it, bro.
They turned up at the end, but get him the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Hey, everybody want to be half and half in the face like Dustin Rhodes and shit, man. Get this shit up out of here. I'm sick of
Get this shit out of here, man. But that's our first episode of Main Event Marks, the live show. This will be a live show that we're gonna try our best to get in every week, Sunday night. Most likely not ever this late again. This 3:30.
Nah, man, we gonna get that time situation right.
Yeah, it was just a lot of wrestling for me to catch up with and stuff I had to do around the house and editing a show, trying to get another show out before this one. So hopefully, we don't run into them Sunday pay-per-views again. But anyway, y'all catch y'all next week, and I'm gonna chop this up. You guys are gonna get clips about this, and Main Event Marks. Put it on your calendar and put it on your notifications. This will be on the Dummast podcast until I put it on a real channel. So let's make some noise with it. Let's get it popular so I can make this its own channel and make it its own entity. And that's it. Peace. We out.
Peace.